Okay, so this is gonna be the first class in the yoga room. I know I don't have anyone going on today because I didn't post it until the very last minute. That's my fault, apologies. Things have been a little crazy and we're rolling with the punches. So it's going to be a nice, gentle morning flow. And I'm just gonna do it all by myself today. And I'm gonna guide you all through it. So welcome to the channel. Feel free to like, subscribe, follow, and then eventually we'll have it in live mode as well, hopefully pretty soon, here shortly. So if this is your first time with me, name's Michael Tarver, and let's just get this party started. So we're gonna come to a nice easy seat to begin. You can have the legs crisscross applesauce, one stacked on top. Excuse me. You can have one in front. You can come to a butterfly, diamond. Legs can be straight out in front if that feels good for you. Or you can even sit on those shins if that feels like a challenge that you want to invite this morning. But power down those eyes. Allow the palms to land wherever they feel comfortable. You could be on the knees, face up to receive, down to release. You could have your lap for some grounding. Or left palm over heart, right palm over belly for more support. Just take notes of your natural breath, flowing in and out. I'm hoping that the music doesn't get banned. I know sometimes that can create a little bit of a challenge for YouTube. Nice yawn. It is right now where I'm at, right about 7:30 a.m. And I invite you wherever you are, whatever time zone, day, week, month, or year, let this video find you in well spirits, with peace, love, joy, happiness, and grace. Now that you know how your breath is showing up, see if you can start finding an even exchange. Match the inhale to the exhale, using maybe a count, sequence, or rhythm, the sound of the music, or your heartbeat. I usually like to start with a count, like a 3, 4, 5. And then I match it into the music or my heartbeat. Do this for a couple more cycles. Just finding that natural rhythm in and out. And then on your next inhale, as you get to your top, pause for another moment, sequence or count. Expanding that edge a little further. And as you exhale, follow that same rhythm out. With each cycle, expand a little further. And then on your next exhale, release that breath control. Come to your natural breath again. Take note of how you feel. And to open up our practice, we will invite with 3 deep cleansing breaths with an audible exhale. So to begin, you're going to first push out all that air from your mouth. Fill up through the nose. Hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Yes, that's a good morning stretch. In through the nose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Last one. In through the nose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Yes, I needed those yawns. Big, nice yawns. Filling that body full of oxygen. And to open up our practice, like I shared, we invited 3 deep cleansing breaths with an audible exhale. Just notice how you feel as I invite you into our intention. So usually I'm guided by affirmation cards. I shuffle a deck of cards. The first one that pops out gives me an intention, a poem, as well as a mantra. But we're just going to use a mantra today. So whenever that mind starts to wander, starts to think of everything outside of this moment, this time, reconnect first to your breath, and then tell yourself, I am letting love guide every moment now. I am letting love guide every moment now. So let's take another breath. Deep cleansing exhale. First push out the air. Fill it through the nose. Hold, then open and let it out. Gently open those eyes. Good morning. So we're gonna start right away. We're gonna drop one ear to the shoulder, feeling that nice side stretch. Taking a big belly breath in here. As you exhale, drop your chin to chest, opposite ear to shoulder. Taking another breath. As you exhale, drop that chin back to the chest, opposite ear to other shoulder. Do this at your own speed, maybe a couple more times for those half circles. And then next time you go around, complete that circle. Inhaling to look back up. Exhaling to half circle. Inhaling to look up. Then reverse it. Next time, stack the head. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them. 2 more. Inhale in. Drop them. Last one. Give yourself a big hug. I love this pose right here because I always share to feel good every day. Data shows you need 8 hugs, and this is a way you can get 8 hugs all by yourself. Another big breath in. As you inhale, lift up those elbows, looking up to the sky. Exhale, reverse it. Other arm on top. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. And it's okay to yawn. That's just your body's way of waking up. Like I said, it's early, so honor what shows up. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower as you reverse. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Bring those arms right by the side. We're gonna do a deep breath in, lifting those palms up high to the sky. Exhale to reset, rolling down the spine, shoulder and palms. Inhale to grow, and then exhale, come to your right palm or elbow. Make sure both sit bones are grounded. Take another breath in. Exhale a little deeper. Look up above. Another breath in, lifting up. Exhale to reset. Lift, and then exhale, left palm or elbow. Another big breath, exhale, go a little deeper. Inhaling back up. This time as you exhale, reach behind you. Clasp those palms. Lift the chin, chest, and heart. Exhale, dive the nose to the mat. Lose those glasses maybe. Another breath. Exhale, release those palms. Rounding the spine in front of you. Another inhale, lift. Exhale, roll up. Now you're crisscross. If you're in a crisscross, go goofy. It's all about the balance. I've been doing this so long, I don't know which side is my goofy cross anymore. And then we're going to reverse all of that. If you're in an even pose, like a butterfly, diamond, legs out in front, or hero pose, you can stay there, or you can find another hero pose, or a different pose that's balanced. You're gonna take a big belly breath in, lift the palms up high into the sky. As you exhale, twist to the right. Plant your right palm at your sit bone, left palm on the outside of that thigh, shin, ankle, and then follow the head behind you. Big belly breath in. Let it out, go a little deeper. Another big deep belly breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, twist to the other side. back up high. Exhale, roll down. Hang out here. Maybe sway from side to side. Shake the head yes, maybe. Shake the head no. And then come back to stillness. Take a big belly breath in. Exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna come to child's pose now for a moment. This can be as comfortable as you would like it. And any variation of child's pose. You can have the knees closer together, you can have the knees wide, you can have the big toes touching. If you struggle sitting, you can sit on a block, you can rest your forehead on a block, you can rest that chest on a block. But just get as comfortable as you can in this pose. If you have sensitive knees, you can rest your knees on the blanket. But just relax here. Remember, I am letting love guide every moment now. Massage maybe that forehead, third eye into the mat. Once it feels good, come back to stillness. On your next exhale, come to hands and knees, tabletop position. Invite any organic movements that feel good for you. Some people like cat-cows, tilting the pelvis forward and back. You can bring in some wrist circles, knees, and hips. You can pull up to that up dog cobra sphinx. You can press back into your child's pose if that feels good. Maybe downward facing dogs in your practice. Anything to wake up that body. Maybe a puppy dog pose, dropping that chin and chest to the mat. Maybe you'd thread the needle. But whatever you do, make sure to reverse it. Your lefty loosies turn into righty tighties. Your forwards turn into backwards. Some of y'all know my dad jokes that I like to say. Your tomatoes turn into tomatoes. Your potatoes into potatoes. And if you're a data person, it's also data. If you catch the drift, there's no wrong emphasis on the syllable in yoga. As long as you're not inviting pain into the body, that's all that we ask for. Once you feel complete, come back to your neutral tabletop position. Belly breath in, and then press into a child's pose to reset. This is just going to be a nice, gentle practice. So we're not going to do too many crazy things. But once you feel complete on your next exhale, come back to hands and knees, tabletop position. And we're gonna begin our balancing table. So on your next inhale, shoot out the right palm, left leg. Bring in a twist. Both ankle and wrist. Clockwise and counter. Inhaling to lengthen. Plant the palm and knee on the exhale. Switch sides. Do all of that on the opposite leg and palm. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale to plant. Now we're going to do what I call a half flow. You're going to bend those elbows. Pop your chin just through the opening. Pulling up to an up dog cobra sphinx. And then as you exhale, press back to either child's pose or a downward facing dog. Take a belly breath in here. Exhale back to your hands and knees. Tabletop position. We're going to do all of that again, just adding on a little more. Next breath. Shoot out that right palm, left leg. Bring in a twist, clockwise and counter. Inhale to lengthen. Crunch that nose to knee or elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the palm and knee. Switch sides. Inhale the opposite palm and leg. Twist, clockwise and counter. Inhale to lengthen. Crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Plant the palm and knee and then half flow. Push yourself down. Pull yourself through. Meet back in child's or downward facing dog. Back to hands and knees. We're going to do that once more. Just adding on even more. Next breath. Shoot out right palm, left leg. Bring in those twists. Inhale to lengthen. Crunch on the exhale. Inhale to lengthen again. And then do your best to reach back for your foot. Take a big belly breath in. Inhale to lift and look. As you exhale, release through. Balancing table. And then half flow. Push yourself down. Pull yourself through. Meet back. Next exhale. Back to hands and knees. That opposite side. Shoot out the right palm, left leg. Opposite palm and leg. Twist. Both back and forth as you inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. And then reach back. As you exhale, release through. Balancing table, tabletop. Half flow. Come back to child's pose once you feel complete. Once you feel good, take a big belly breath in. Let it go. And flip over onto your backs. We're going to start winding down. So hugging those knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice, lovely hip circle. Massaging that sacrum and low spine into the mat. Circle clockwise and counter. Maybe invite some pulses back and forth, side to side. And coming to stillness, plant those shoulders into the mat, keeping those knees still into the chest. Taking a big breath in. As you exhale, drop those knees over to one side. Make sure both shoulder blades are grounded. You can also look over one shoulder. Another breath in. Expand like Buddha. Let it go. Next big deep belly breath in. As you exhale, come back to center. Taking a breath in and then exhaling over to the other side. Make sure both of your shoulders are resting into your mat. If that shoulder wants to lift, excuse me, pull back some. As you can tell, I'm enjoying my gentle practice myself, because I'm even yawning. It feels nice and juicy to that body. Another big deep belly breath in. As you exhale, come back to center. Allow the legs to open wide, soles of the feet meeting, reclined butterfly. I'm going to move into a half straddle. You can stay wherever you feel like feels good. Or you can move into any organic movements that feel good for you. This is your juicy practice, so honor what shows up. You can use what I'm providing as a guide, or you can do your own thing. I'm gonna kick back into a plow pose. Heading into a shoulder stand. Moving straight into feet up against the wall. You can always stack a block underneath your sacrum if that feels good for you. I'm going to roll my ankles clockwise and counter. And then I'm going to stretch out one leg, hugging the knee into the chest. Some hip circles, pulses, side to side. And then crossing that knee over for a supine twist. Similar to what we did prior, but keeping that supporting leg stretched as you come to your opposite hip. Big belly breath in. Let it go. Take another big breath in. This time as you exhale, unravel. Shoot that leg long, hug the other knee into the chest. And then reverse it all. Coming back to stillness. Take the left on the opposite or whichever one you started with. Planting the shoulder. As you inhale, take an exhale to cross it over to the other side. Making sure both shoulders are grounded in either a T shape or a cactus. Just breathe here. Another big belly breath in. Go deeper as you maybe yawn if you're doing this during the morning. And as you exhale, unravel, shoot that leg long. Get out any final stretches that feel good for you. I want a supported wheel pose, so I'm gonna grab my block as I lay down, stacking the feet into the mat, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, taking that block right underneath. I'm going to set it at the middle setting. Never want to set it at the high setting. It's either at the middle or the lowest setting, right underneath the sacrum, hip to hip. Then you can stretch out the legs. You can keep them bent if you just want that supported wheel. But I'm going to sit here for a few moments. Start to deepen that breath. And slowly and gracefully make your way to our final resting pose. We're going to end in Shavasana. Allowing those legs to be on the ground. If you get cold, like I am just a little bit right now, that's what that blanket comes handy for. I'm just gonna place it right over my legs as I rest in Shavasana. Palms can be shooting out from the hips, facing the sky. Pinky toes can be resting on the mat. Or you could have what I like to do specifically. Left palm over heart, right palm over belly for support. Put power down those eyes. Start to disconnect from the mind. And whenever that mind starts to wander, thinking of everything outside of this room, moment, or time, first, reconnect back to your breath, and then tell yourself, I am letting love guide my actions now. Enjoy the Om Ture Tutare Tare Saha mantra. this transformational law, the divine providence, the joyful peace. And once you feel complete, allow some gentle movements into fingers, toes, ankles, wrists, maybe elbows and knees before taking a big breath in. Lifting those palms overhead. Giving yourself a nice, beautiful golden hour morning stretch. Once you feel good, make your way into fetal position on one side for a moment to rest. This is also called seed pose. It reminds us every cycle has a moment, time, and place. A beginning, middle, ending, inclusive of trials and tribulations. Once you feel complete with the strength of your palms, press yourself up to seated. Coming to any comfortable pose that feels good for you. You can have the legs stacked, crossed, butterfly, diamond. Legs in front. Or your hero style. Allow those palms to be wherever they feel comfortable. Eyes still shut, taking note of how you feel. And to close out our time today, we will seal with one round of Om. So to begin, first push out the air from your mouth. Fill up through the nose as high as you can. Settle in that natural breath again. Take note of the sensations flowing through. And as that lightness and darkness within me recognizes and honors the lightness and darkness within all of you, I am sending so much joy, prosperity, happiness, while we remain in that calm, rejuvenating, and loving energy we all deserve. Namaste, everyone. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you for being here. Take however long you need to arrive and get into the nice, beautiful day ahead. I am grateful for each of you for showing up for yourself. It takes a community to come together, and I'm grateful that you are a part of my community. With love.